Hey everybody, welcome back to Hypermine Vanilla. We're here today at the steampunk build, but we're not staying here. We're going over here to the town hall, and I'll show you what I've been up to. I've done half of it so we know what it looks like, and we're going to do the other half so you know what it looks like. Ta-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. If you remember, this was all iron, and what we've done is we've replaced it with glass. And I have put some nice purple pillars with this quartz columns right here, so it looks really good. And then we have just done a little landscaping. We formalized a little bit, and I love how open this is so that you can see in and see the lovely floor, and you can see through. It's just more airy, and I really enjoy the look of it. So what we've done is we have plotted out what we're going to do on the other side, are these columns, and I've just kind of laid them out so that they're at the same X as these over here, and that way they'll line up when we're done. And what we're going to end up doing is just building this up, and it's easiest to do it all at once so that you're not having to go back and do double builds. Now this particular side of it is going to be a little bit bigger because this is so much more lower elevation than the other side, so I'm going to end up using quite a bit more materials. And I have spent, I don't know, an hour or two in the nether getting quartz. Now the other side, Snow Crash had given me all the quartz I needed for the other side and maybe an extra stack, so I had to get enough to replace that, so I did. And then I have just a little bit left for myself, so we'll see how far we can get with this, and we'll be able to tell a little bit more from there. Oh, check it out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of quartz, and what we're going to do is we're going to forge it here with my lottery pick. And we're going to see how much of this we get. We need all the quartz. We need it for quartz pillars to put on the town hall build. Snow was nice enough to give us a few stacks of that, which I have to repay, plus what else I need for the other side. So we're going to fortune it up. You guys give me a guess of how much you think it's going to be, and I'll just tear it all down here and we'll have a count here shortly. So I'll see you guys at the bottom of the stack. Okay, we have about 10 stacks of this nether quartz. Let's put it over here in chest so that we don't lose it. That's going to give me about 2 stacks of blocks and some change. That's not going to be enough. That's going to be enough to do maybe 2 columns, and I got to do at least 3, and I got to pay Snow back. I got to go back to the nether. See you soon. Alright, we have finally got enough quartz. It took 2 additional trips to the nether and blocked it all up, so now we've got just enough maybe to do the columns that we need and to get at least 3 more of these stacks over here on the left finished. So we're going to go ahead and do that and leave some for Snow. Now, I'm wondering, do you see how this is right here? This is what I may end up doing. I may end up moving this all back so that it is here. So this is gone, and that is the floor. But let's go look and see how far away it is from the wall on the other side. I'm a little concerned about that being a different look now. So it is pretty much even with the iron. What's underneath here? And one of these, this should be... Oh, because see, it doesn't go all the way down. Ah, that's why I'm thrown by the floor piece. That's okay. That's right. We'll leave it the way it is. I am going to move it in. I'm going to move it in where this white wall is. I'll clear all this out and I'll be right back. Okay, we have got this one straightened out. Let's go ahead and get rid of the dirt here underneath. I think that'll work out really well. And we will go ahead and make this also purple down here. So it looks like it's really built in to the earth rather than just floating there on top of the little tiny dirts. And that turned out really well. So we're going to do the same process over here. I'm going to end up taking, let's look. Does this need to come out? I think it does. This one all the way here. And now see there's some awesome snow that we used to fill in a hole that a creeper left us, which I didn't care for. But, you know, hey, that's how it rolls. That's how we roll. So we're going to build up on this one and see how far up we can go. I get the feeling I'm going to run out of quartz because this one is about twice as high as the other side. We'll take it all the way to the top. And look, I'm already low on this. I'm going to need 2 more stacks. I'm going to have to go back to the nether. Back to the nether, back to the nether. Not my idea of a fun time, just saying. And so here we'll pop that on here. And we'll go over and cap these as well. We want to half slab these so things don't spawn on them. Reduce spawning as much as possible. But yeah, that's what we're going to end up doing, is going back to the nether. And I don't really want to. So let's hop down, shift, and throw. The last time I did this, I fell brilliantly off the top of the thing. Because, you know, I'm special like that. That's just, you know, how I roll. So we'll bring this all the way up. And we'll try to keep our quartz in line with this as well. I think I'm going to be 1 stack shy, to be honest, of the quartz. I think it's going to take that much to go clear over here to the top. And just keep building up all the way up. Now, while I got you guys here, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've been going on with the channel, what I've been doing. I've been invited to play at the Magicraft FTB server. It's a server run by Mark IRL, one of the Mojangsters. And so I've been playing over there and having a good time with it. It's a pretty easy pack. It has a Thumbcraft. It has, what else does we got on there? Let's see. So we're going to tear all this out in behind too. I'm getting to think this needs to go. How do we feel about leaving that? Because this is actually not part of the deal. Oh man, I gotta move this one too. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys about that while we're digging a little bit here. The pack itself is very simplistic. It has Thumbcraft and Railcraft, 2 of the bigger ones in it, and it does have Tropicraft, but I don't know if that's a whole lot of tech to that. It's more fun stuff. You know, I haven't really looked into it other than to go visit there and get their cool bamboo stuff and tropical items. And it's all what we make of it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun interaction with the people who are invited to play. So, you know, most recently on my channel as of this morning, which was Wednesday, you'll see what has been going on with that. And hopefully you'll enjoy the series with me. It's going to be a learning process. I think it's not going to be anything I'll take terribly serious, but, you know, I'm actually really getting into Thumbcraft. The magic part of it, the things, the studying, all the cool stuff you gotta do, it's all learning. It's all things that you have to kind of figure out. And I'm okay with it. To be honest, I have really kind of enjoyed it. Am I not? Please don't tell me I'm using my silk touch. I am. Eeks. Don't want that. So we're gonna knock out this iron right here, as well as here. And here. All this has gotta go. And here. Look at all this iron we're tearing out. This one can stay in order to keep it looking very nice. At least a wall. Dang it. Now see, here's the thing again. I just gotta leave it there. But all this can go. I had a double wall in here. We'll be able to take some time to tear this out. I'm gonna kind of burrow down this way. All this is gonna come out. All of it. It's all gonna be, see, I've left some iron over there I gotta get out. It's all going to be glass in behind here. And this is also going to move. Also, fairly certain. So we're going to dig all this out. But yeah, the Magicraft is going to be fun. The Vanilla series is still going to be 1 stream a week. And then it will also be 1 YouTube a week. And the same with the Magicraft is kind of what I'm going to end up doing. Is try to do a couple YouTubes and a couple streams. We'll see how it goes. and really kind of, I think I can dedicate that much time to it. Thumbcraft especially, or the Magicraft especially, because the modded, there'll be a lot of small things that I can learn and do, and to try to figure out. And they make good episodes, you know? I mean, it's just a nice thing to share with you guys, how I learned the mod pack, and I can share with you with that. And there's a lot of good people in the server too, so I'm thrilled by that. Let's pop this out, because I think I dug all that out. Whoops. Bring it down to here, right here. See, all this has got to go and be moved back. So that's what we're going to work on. So I'm going to get this all moved, get it all cleaned up, and once I get these columns put in, I'll kind of just do a cut and reveal and show you guys what they look like when they're done. So you're not sitting here watching me bust blocks all the time. And we'll talk about some other things when we get back. See you soon, guys. Alright, we are working on the final column now. We've got those two built, and I've done some of the tear out, and I have not replaced all the glass yet. But, you know, we're coming up here to the final bit of this, and it's awfully fun to make sure that we get it correct. I've had to redo both of them so far because I placed them out too far. This one, I tried to be a little more conscious of where I was going with it and where it was going to end up. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I really don't know if I'm going to have enough of this. I just don't. It looks like I might barely scrape by, so we're going to give it a try. And of course it's raining. So what we're going to do is go sleep. I'm going to have to bring a bed over here to make sure I can get it done. Yay, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Look, you can already see through it, and it looks so much better than it did before. I'm super excited. Let's go over here to the top. Woo, we made it. And what we're going to end up doing is, let's just chomp out the top of this right now so we can see what we're up against. Is we're going to end up taking out this little bit of iron right here that comes across so that it is nice and pretty. And we're going to replace it with glass. Glass is going to be the shortfall, I think, on this one. So let's go. Yes. So that this is a nice clean top. None of this is over here with the strange different walls or whatever. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to come down here and try to replace all this a little bit at a time with, like, get rid of the iron, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is we're going to burrow down, try and get rid of all of it as much as possible all at once. All this is coming down. There's not going to be any iron left. It's going to be a giant glass wall, just like what's on the other side, so that you can see through it. That's the beauty of the plan, is to make it look so nice, so very nice. Right there, and right there. They're going to end up with it here as well. So right now, we're just going to work on that, and keep tearing it down. You guys be back in a little bit. Take it. Alright. So that's cool that is a done deal there. Let's, we'll have to use some of this iron as a scaffolding to get up. Dun 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 dun. We'll hop it out. See, all we gotta do is these two little pieces of glass, so I think we'll have plenty to finish this project. Let's knock you out as much as possible. Okay. Now this is my only concern here, is this. How do we finish this off? What's your deal? Why are you that way? I suppose I could just make it glass, because I can't remember what it was on the other side. I don't remember. There's that one. Pop this one off. We'll just be right up to the top, just like that. Put a thing there, and we'll half slab these pieces like that, and we are pretty well done. Let's do this. Follow that a nice line. Woohoo! Check it out. Alright, let's go down. So this looks good up here. There's no like empty holes. Everything's kind of finished. I think I want that to be like that though. A little bit of an overhang. That works for me. That's our column, so it's going to be a little bit different. Let's come down here and look and see what it looks like. That is just cool, guys. I love how that turned out. I'm super excited about it. I love that it's more transparent on this side. This one right here we can't really make transparent because there are those elevators right there. That is a thing. We can't just ignore that. We have to leave that in place. And I have, look, 16 quartz blocks left over. Well, we can just donate those back to Snow after we're done here. I do want to take these half slabs like this. Boom, boom, boom. Yay. Hey guys, before we end the episode, I have a serious thing I'd like to ask a favor of you guys. This weekend, I'm participating in a charity live stream called Hope for Nepal Orphanage. There is a orphanage in Nepal that was seriously affected by the recent earthquakes there, and it is one of the poorest countries in the world right now, and so they're simply unable to financially rebuild any of their housing, their equipment, their utilities, their water. Everything is basically back to a very basic state of affairs. And so myself and several other streamers are going to be involved with this charity stream Saturday and Sunday. There's going to be a UHC on Saturday, and I'm going to be participating on my normal stream time on Sunday. And we're going to be doing either some creative building or some mini games, something like that, where viewers can participate. There is, of course, a donation factor for this so that the charity itself can be used to help this orphanage and rebuild their basic living needs, water, electrical, home, anything that's safe for them to live in right now because the building that they were in isn't. So if you could, I'll be tweeting about it on Twitter. I'll be there on Sunday. If you could spread the word for me, even if you're not able to contribute financially, it would be great if you could stop by the stream just to show some moral support, spread the word in all your social media for that. And basically, if you go to fullstackgaming.com, that is the server that's kind of like heading it up. And I would appreciate it if you could just spread the word for me, guys. It's real important. It's a good cause, and anything that you can do to contribute, I would be eternally grateful, and I know the kids in Nepal would be as well. So, thanks for watching today, and do stop by the stream this coming Sunday. Catch you next time.